Good morning guys and welcome back to the channel. If you've been here for a while, you already know that we are on this hardcore F2P grind, and today I'm going to show you this again. This kind of funny but cool at the same time. And I know some of you guys already saw this in the last video. I showed you all the alt characters I made. That's when we started this whole F2P Naruto farming arc. And today I just want to share what my routine looks like with this alt accounts, like how I'm using these accounts and what's been happening so far. But before we dive into today's update, quick video from our sponsor. If you're looking to buy cheap and best Odin diamonds, MMOXP is available 24/7 with fast delivery. Just use my code Shandong for 6% off. Links down in the description. Let's get back to it. So right now, the first thing I always do with my alt accounts is use their 8-hour offline farming. Yeah, but here's something important to remember. In the offline farming, the 8 hours of offline farming is shared across all the characters under the same account. So if one clone or one alts uses up 1 hour, the others will only have 7 hours left. So that's how it works. That's why I just use the offline farming on the strongest one in each account, usually the first character I made. Like they got the better gear, better damage, so it just makes sense to let them handle the whole 8 hours offline farming. And since these clones or these alt characters, I'm calling them clones like Naruto, are actually leveling up like every day. So right now I started using their daily dungeons too. Like each one of them gets 1 hour per day. And what's cool here that I discovered is that the dungeon time is not shared between characters. So if I have 3 characters in one account, they each get their full hour. So that's like 3 extra hours dungeon runs on a day from just one set of account or one account basically. And on top of that, there's also an 8-hour weekly dungeon that I plan to use later once they unlock this one. Obviously they're not there here yet, but they're getting closer every day. Now as for my main character, honestly, for my main character, I still don't know yet. Right now, all of them are actually equal, like same gear with same goal. They're all just farming resources and trying to sell early game stuff as much as they can for diamonds. But maybe if one of them gets lucky, like super lucky, and pull an epic avatar from a free ticket or an event reward, then if that happened, then probably that guy will be my main. So I'm going to put all of the diamonds there maybe in the future, and then we'll just shop in the market again once prices drop, if it will drop, but I guess it will. And also if I do end up having a strong main character, then maybe I'll start carrying the other alts too. Like I'll bring them into this weekly dungeon, so I will help them get through this dungeon runs. This is a weekly thing, so that they're going to have a chance of a nice loot too. Yeah, but yeah, that's more like a future plan in this whole F2P Naruto farming journey. We'll see how it goes. But let's talk honestly, like, is all of this really worth it right now? Well, for me, yeah. Like most of the time I just set them to auto farm. Like after setting them up to auto farm, I do something else, either edit videos, watch more content, and learn more in the game. And when I come back in the game, they got some loot ready. So that's the advantage. But it's also a lot of setup, obviously. Sometimes I stop and think, man, I could just work I could just work a couple of hours in the real world and maybe buy some diamonds and got same result, right? So that's the reality. Some players spend money to progress, others spend time and energy. Basically we all play with different cards, and honestly it kind of feels the same as real life. What do you think, guys? Like, we all got different cards to play. Some people are born with more money and some of us are not. So if you're lucky with money, then yeah, you start the game of life with that money as your first card. Like you can invest, you can start a business, take some risk like that. But for people like us, F2P in games and F2P even in real life, we play using time as our first card. Like we trade our time for our life progress, right? Like we work usually 8 hours a day, save what we can, and just keep pushing forward. So yeah, if you are going to think about life is also just like MMO games that we are playing, right? Yeah, but anyway, that's already going deep. We're kind of going off track to this one. So back to the game. Right now, where are we? So what I'm taking advantage of in this F2P Naruto farming is actually this 8 hour offline farming and 1 hour daily dungeon. This dungeon that drops gold. Yeah, but let me talk a bit more about this gold, like how it actually helps my main character to progress. So right now, I send my alts into this dungeon for around 1 hour a day, and to be honest, the output is not that great. Probably because their DPS is still pretty low. On average, I only get like 3 or 5 of these stones, and if I'm lucky, maybe 10, and that's already feels like a jackpot for me. As for the gold itself, sometimes I get only 1 or 2 pieces, but most of the time 1, and sometimes none. It's really rare. So yeah, because my DPS is still not good, output is not a lot yet, but still it will add a progress to our main, right? So basically here, when I sell these stones to the NPC, the regular one gives me 6,000 gold, and the rare gold one gives me 60,000 gold. Now you are probably wondering, how do I transfer this loot from my alts to my main account, right? So what I'm doing is something a lot of you already know. We've been doing this in all kind of MMOs that we used to play. I know you guys already know. Guys, this is our ghost trading. Yeah, so basically ghost trading, I post the item on the marketplace, public market, at a very specific kind of weird price that only I would recognize. Then I quickly log in with my main and buy it before anyone else does. And once my main has the item, I will just return the diamonds back to the main character again, the same way, like posting another trash item and matching the exact diamond amount. The only catch here is the tax. Like there's a 5% tax on every marketplace transaction. So if I buy and then sell again to return diamonds, that's a total of 10% loss. That's why it's not ideal for small trades, but for bigger transfer, it works fine, at least for now. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now with this Naruto F2P farming setup. And if ever I discover a better way to use the alt accounts, I'll definitely share it again here in this channel. And guys, if you have any ideas or tips or any new thoughts that comes to your mind while watching this video about the other things that we can try with our alt accounts, drop them in the comments. If I try it and it works, I'll make a video on it and give you a shout out as the one who discovered it. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. If you're into this kind of journey, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any updates on how our Naruto gangsta are doing. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching and happy gaming, everyone.